Nepal is a small country which lies within two big countries, China and India. One-third of Nepal is a Himalayan range. Mustang is a district in the Himalaya of Northern Nepal, which shares border with China. Lo-manthang is the capital of Lo, Upper Mustang. This ancient walled city has its own speciality, unique culture, exotic geography, and magnificent natural beauty. Some people also call it the Forbidden Kingdom or the Lost Kingdom of Tibet. But like many other countries in the world, it has severe drinking problems related with clean drinking water. People here are forced to wash their dishes, clothes with the dirty water. Even the taps where they get their drinking water are in devastating conditions. Some are broken, some are leaked, and some don't even function anymore. There are few taps that works, but the water coming out is dirty, very dirty, so dirty that it's not safe to drink at all. Even at the monastery of the village where around 60 monks reside had the same problem. It's not their choice, it's not what they want, and it's definitely what they deserve, but they're compelled to survive with whatever they have. Not only the taps, even the water tanks and the pipes through which the water flows are not in good conditions. Some segments of the pipes are missing. Some have holes in it, and some are disconnected, and water are not flowing through it at all. After walking 6 kilometers, we reached a place where the village gets its drinking water from the mountain spring, which is very pure, cool, refreshing, and natural. Nearby, there are a couple of nomad family. They had their own way of living their life. It was quite fascinating to see how they live. They were simply living a simple life in their own simple world. After a brief discussion with the nomads, we figured out there was a tank built underneath the water where the river is flowing just about kilometers away from the nomad tents. This is the source of river where people get the drinking water from. We found the traces of cement where the tank was built. Taewon, a nomad, gave me a brief description on the tank and how it is located under the river. Without delay, we hired few local people and started working. Tough soil, lack of modern equipment, and a stiff geographic location were challenges to us. However, we managed to pull it off with the group effort.
Today is our second day, and it took us whole day yesterday to dig all these, to figure out the pipeline from the source. You can see a lot of stones here. So because of lack of technology, lack of equipment, it took us whole day just to dig this, just to figure out the pipelines and to connect the water from the source to here. So today, on our second day, we hope to finish a lot more. So today my men are working out there in that hill. I think the water so far is fine until that point. But the pipe is disconnected over there. So we're gonna work, dig some more, fix the pipe, and see how far we can go today. Let's hope we can do a lot today.
Our working strategy was fairly simple. We started working at a point, fixed everything over there, and then moved to the next point. Every time we proceed closer to the village, but we never left a point without making sure everything is fine.
So today we'll start working from this point. So far we finished some of the few work up there from the source to there. So today from here, wherever we can go, we'll try our best. But because of lack of modern equipment, technology, and difficult land topography, it's gonna take a while. I mean, everything we use is very traditional, very local. It's not so handy, it's not very time efficient. So it's gonna take a while. If you see the heating plate, the way they heat the plate to melt and weld the pipe, the way they burn the fire, you'll be convinced. Anyways, we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of pipes to connect, a lot of diggings to do, and a lot of fixing to do. So let's get going, and we hope we finish a lot today. Because of all these challenges, it's gonna take a little more than we expected. We'll see. We're gonna work hard.
Because there were many works, many tasks to be done, like cutting pipes, fixing pipes, joining pipes, digging, sticking pipes, and so on. We divided work, yet we worked together as a team. He is Gopal, a local plumber. Without his traditional skills, we could not have done any progress in the work, neither could have started or even think of starting this project. We are very thankful he is there for us. Since the working field was far away from the village, we hired a lady who could make us lunch. While she made lunch for us, the other worked very hard. They were busy digging in soil, connecting pipes and making sure everything is okay. This is a very traditional equipment used to burn fire. We used it to burn cow dung so we can cook lunch for us and hit the heating plate to join the pipe. This process, particularly this process, required a very special skill which only Gopal, our local plumber, knew. Meanwhile, our cook had some locally grown spinach for us to eat for lunch. But before lunch, we encountered several challenges that were very tough. We had to work on tough and stiff local location where our work became twice difficult. It was very hard to work on that landscape, but we managed to work. We managed to work and accomplish it with a group effort in our own way. Now, finally, it's a lunch time. Everyone has worked very hard and they're all ready to eat. Once we are done at a place, we bury the pipes underneath the ground so it stays longer, so it stays away from the sun and lasts longer for a longer period of time. Every time we saw water, we felt very glad because it proves that the pipes are fine until that point and we have nothing to worry about beyond that point. However, there were a lot of places where we faced several challenges. Could not have been possible if we hadn't worked as a team. By now, we have come a very close distance to the village itself. After working several days, after working long working hours, we were finally very close to the village. Unfortunately, this land, this soil was different from the other, and we had really hard time finding the pipe routes. Because of a lot of water, the land, the soil was very hard to take out. It was very hard to dig. We had to figure out underneath the water. Because of lack of modern equipment, we tried every possible traditional way to figure out the pipe routes. We literally tried every possible way we can think of just to figure out the pipe routes. After working several hours, it was getting dark, and we were not sure if we could figure out the pipe. But we didn't give our hope, and we still kept trying. By now, it was getting late and we decided to pack up for the day and come here tomorrow morning. By the time we got to the village, it was already dark. So dark, we hardly could see our way.
Finally, we finished fixing all the pipes from the sources to the village. It took us whole 3 days and half days. So today, after getting to the village, we're gonna dig some more pipes. Actually, there's pipe underneath this road, but because of leakage, there's a lot of water flowing throughout the road because of the pipe like this, with low quality, with holes everywhere. It's not feasible at all. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to dig a hole like 1 foot deep and put new pipes, better, bigger, better quality and long-lasting pipes. So for that we have to dig all the way down there. So we are not even halfway. We have been working for 2 hours now, and we hired a lot of people, as many as we can, so that we can finish the work quickly and get things done. After this is done, the road will be very clear. They will have a better quality of water, which is long lasting and which can be very easy for them at least. The reason we build it here is because this is the main road. A lot of livestock like horses, cows, goats, everything walk by, so it causes a lot of disturbance. Not only livestock, even big tractors and motorcycles and even people. So there's a lot of disturbance over there. So what happens if we dig here under 1 feet underneath the earth, the pipe will be long lasting. It will last for longer. So we'll see what happens. It's a very challenging job. We have to dig 1 feet, and as you can see, these big stones, rocks, they came all the way down from here. Because of land topography, the land is very hard. So it gives us no choice but just to work hard. So we'll see where we can go today. If we can, we'll go a lot farther. If not, we hope to finish it by tomorrow and get some more other work done. I think there are lots of work to be done. Hopefully we can do everything we want to. Let's hope for the best. That's all we can do for now.
These children soon will be walking on a very clean road without having to take very precocious steps every time. Time was a very important factor. To save time, we hired more laborers and started working at different places simultaneously. Some people worked on constructing taps, whereas some people were bringing pipe from the dealer to the workplace. By now, the taps were already renovated and were left for drying. The pipes were replaced and we started burying them underneath the ground, just for the same reason, so that they don't get destroyed by the tractors, by livestock, and by sunlight. However, some of us were still working on an unfinished business, the one we left the other day. After hard work, finally we got paid and we solved this problem, and we were working to connect water between two pipes. Once this pipe is joined, the water could be reached to the village itself. This is the last part. This is the last location where we have to connect pipes, because this is the point where the pipe enters the village. So after this pipe is being connected and dug under the soil, the village can enjoy the clean spring mountain water. The village, very satisfied with the project, organized a small program to address the success of the project, where I spoke few words to raise awareness about the importance of clean water. The royal prince spoke few words about clean drinking water and its importance, and there was monk representative who shared few words as well. These words of wisdom were very useful to the locals and to me myself. The locals were very satisfied with the work. They congratulated me and wished me best of luck for my future. And they urged me to bring bigger projects to the place where I was born, because this place needs people like me and help like that. Even the Nepal police wished me good luck and congratulated the Clean Water for Everyone team. Finally, the people of Lo-manthang can wash their clothes and dishes with clean water. And most importantly, the children and all the people can drink clean water.
My name is Tashi Wangdegrul. I'm a senior majoring in environment science in the University of Minnesota, Crookston. I'm from Nepal, born in Lo-manthang, the village where this particular clean drinking water project was executed. Clean Water for Everyone is sponsored and conducted by Enactus, formerly known as SAIF. It's a student club and organization in the University of Minnesota, Crookston. We have a goal to provide clean water for everyone through this project. This particular project, which was conducted in the village of Lo-manthang in northern Nepal, has been very successful. It has been impacted a number of lives. It has impacted about 1,000 people living in Lo-manthang plus 60 monks living in the monastery in Lo-manthang. it couldn't have been possible without a lot of individuals and organizations. So I would like to thank everyone. First and foremost, I would like to thank the village of Lo-manthang and its people for being very supportive and cooperative. Secondly, I would like to thank Nepal police in Lo-manthang, which have been very cooperative and supportive as well. Thirdly, I would like to thank all the video editors, cameraman in Kathmandu. And at last but not the least, I would like to thank the students, club members of Enactus in the University of Minnesota Crookston, who have worked so hard and made it possible to make this dream project a reality. Thank you everyone.